How's it going, Descendants? Today, I'll be showing you how to farm specific reactors for every Descendant in the game. Reactors will help you make your abilities deal more damage to enemies, and they also have different traits to enhance your abilities even further. I'd really appreciate it if you would subscribe to the channel for more first Descendant guides and builds in the near future. It's free and you can change your mind at any time. So we're first going to want to know, what do reactors really do? As what you see here on the top right, there are different types of reactors in the game specific to certain Descendants. So let's just use this one as an example. So as what you're seeing here, this one is a non-attribute reactor, as what you're seeing on the skill boost power ratio. These are going to tie to your Descendant. So in this case, I am using Valby. She is a non-attribute Descendant and she does have dimension. And if you were to look at her certain abilities, as what you're seeing here on the right side of non-attribute is dimension. So your goal, for example, if you are farming for Valby for the reactors, let's just say that this ability is your go-to ability for a build, so you're gonna go for dimension. So of course, go for a reactor that has dimension and non-attribute skill power boost as well. But it's not just these categories for the skill power boost ratio. There is different varieties for that little section, such as fusion fire skill power, tech skill power with electric skill power, etc. Also, for the optimization condition, you could also increase your skill power for your abilities even further. But first, you're going to need to know that if you are not using that specific weapon as what you're seeing on screen. So for me, it is the Enduring Legacy. I do have it here, but my character is holding my high power round weapon, which is the rocket launcher. So as what you're seeing here for the Enduring Legacy mounting, it's actually faded out. So I am actually going to be getting my skill power up to 100%. But if I were to swap it to my Enduring Legacy, as what you're seeing here, I swap to it, and now instead of getting 100 skill power, I am now going to be getting 160% in skill power. This also changes as well if you are using a rare reactor or below. So in this case, for the mist power, it's the same thing, 100% skill power. But for the skill power, once you have the corresponding category, it's not a specific weapon, it's a category for a certain weapon. So in this case, it's an assault rifle. You are now going to be getting 140% skill power instead of 160%. So for ultimate reactors, it's for specific weapons, and for rare reactors, it's for a category of weapons. So if you do want to be efficient with your skill power when clearing out enemies or bosses, always have to remind yourself to hold that specific weapon on your character when activating your abilities. And also too, I think I mentioned it earlier in the video, what I mean about traits is that the little text that you see below the reactor. So as what you're seeing here, I have a yellow skill duration up. That is the highest rarity you could be able to get currently in the game. So if you are going for a certain part for a Descendant, go for the yellow ones, but they're very hard to acquire. But luckily for me, I got very lucky for these two reactors. This one is a fire reactor specifically towards Lepic, and also I got this electricity reactor, of course, specifically towards Bunny. And I also do have one right here for Glay as well. So I wanted to go for skill cooldown and skill duration up. And there's also going to be other traits as well. There's like, I don't know how many of them, but there's a lot of them. And if you're going for a specific one, it's going to take a very long time currently. But I do hope in the near future that we could be able to re-roll our traits for our reactors like we can for our weapons. So currently right now you cannot do that, but I hope they do. So now you know what reactors do. Let me show you guys how you could be able to acquire a reactor specifically to a Descendant you are looking for. So here's where I need to go to. First, you're going to go into the map as what you're seeing on screen. And on the bottom right, you would see a button called Difficulty Level Rewards. You would press the corresponding button. For me, it is F. For you, it may be something else. So I press F and you would have this whole screen in front of you. Yes, this may be overwhelming for you, but trust me, it is extremely easy. Your main goal is to check to see which weapon you would like to use for your build. So for me, I am looking for a weapon that has the Python mounting because I want to use Python for a Glay build, because currently this week, this reactor is dropping for Valby and Glay. So I wanted to go for a Glay reactor. So I'm looking for Python. So what I do now is I go in the map, I press the difficulty level rewards, and then there's these categories on the top right here. On the left one, it's for the ammo for that weapon. So So for me, it is a Python that is a general round. So I click on this, and as what you see here, there are different categories for each map or area for you to farm for. And on the right side of general round is the effect for the Descendant. So for me, it is Glay. So she is a non-attribute. So I'm going to click a non-attribute. And also I am wanting to use her ability, which is the 4th ability. It has dimension. So as what you're seeing here, this one is a dimension area. But again, if you can't find it, you could also pick any of these for your specific ability. So for me is dimension. So this is the only one currently in for this week that I can be able to farm this reactor for. All I would have to do is click on it, and then it would immediately lead me to this section of the area, which is the Agna Desert. So any mission or any enemy you kill within this area will drop this reactor. Sometimes it will drop a different random reactor, but that's kind of rare. But you're most likely going to be getting this specific reactor in this area. So for me currently, when farming this reactor, I'm pretty sure this won't be able to come out as soon as this video is posted, but I would use Valby and I would go around in circles like how you guys do it for the gold Valby farm at the fortress. I'll show you the gameplay of how I do it, but that is generally how you can be able to farm reactors in the game. Also, I do want to mention that there's another button when you're on this difficulty level rewards. You can actually see which reactor will appear in the further weeks in the near future. All you would have to do is press the corresponding button on the bottom right called All Rewards. So I would click V because I'm on mouse and keyboard. So it will show you your future reactor farms within the next 3 weeks. So for me, the green is the current week. And if I do want to look for another reactor, let's just say I want to look for a toxic reactor for Freyna, because of course she is going to be an ultimate in season 1. So let's just say I want to look for a toxic special round tech reactor. So all I would have to do is look for it. Let's just see where it is. Boom. Okay, look. Next week, it would be in the Echo Swamp, and the reactor will be a toxic special round tech reactor. So all I would have to do is sadly wait 2 days and 2 hours until this will fully come out, which is I believe on Tuesdays each week. So be sure to keep that one in mind. So as soon as Tuesday rolls around, I will go to the Echo Swamp. I can farm out the missions, or hopefully they will have an outpost. Either of those would work. Kill the enemies, they'll drop the reactors, and then I will go for the ones that I'm going for Freyna. So that is basically the main gif for farming Descendants for reactors in the game. You can also be able to upgrade your reactors twice currently in the game. So all you would have to do is go to Albion, then go to the workbench. Once you're there, go to the reactor enhancement, and then you can choose any reactor you like to upgrade it. You can only upgrade it twice. So the further you upgrade it, the skill power will be enhanced. So the original is 11,060.96. And if I were to upgrade it twice, it would be 11,724.62 at the cost of precise ion accelerators. In order for you to purchase these, or should I say craft these, you would need 650 superconductor cores to craft this. But I do believe you can actually craft more at once when talking to the crafting lady. So for me, I have 1.8 million of these quantum crystals. If I want to craft 15 of these at the cost of 300,000 gold. So I guess any of these materials would work, quantum crystals or superconductor cores. But I think if you are running the Bunny Cave farm for that XP, which is at the fortress, when you're using Bunny for that mission, I'll show you afterwards, you will get quantum crystals with those if you are running low. So you would go to the fortress. Of course, you would have to run Bunny or any electric descendant in the game. I think currently is Sharon and Bunny. Go do this mission, and then once you complete it, you would get 750 quantum crystals, and it's a guarantee. These are the people that are running low for these quantum crystals, but I highly doubt it, but I just wanted to show you guys. And let's just say that you are one of those people that are upgrading a rare reactor. The material that you're going to need to use is the ion accelerators, the blue versions of those. So the purple ones are for ultimate reactors, and the blue ones are for rare reactors, just for upgrading them. All right, I'm going to show you what happens when you are using Valby specifically when farming these outposts. Not every outpost has like a full circle around them. So this one in particular, of course, this is the ultimate Glaze / ultimate Valby reactor. So I would go to this outpost and I will just legit create a circle of water around it where the enemies would spawn, and then just keep doing this nonstop. This is basically the gold farm as what you did at the fortress, if you guys know that. Also, again, for certain outposts, not every outpost has this type of terrain. Most of them, I think I can name one of them, is that Kingston. That outpost has stairs, so it's going to be hard using Valby for this. But if you do stumble upon an outpost that has those stairs like it is in Kingston, then you can just do missions around that area. But this one only applies to to outposts that have this type of terrain. Like you could be able just to go around in circles nonstop and just spawn trap the living hell out of the enemies. And I'll show you the results after I'm done with this outpost. And this legit takes like 2 minutes. All right, let me delete all of the rare reactors. So just from one outpost, which took like 2 minutes, I've gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 reactors in 2 minutes. But so far, I did get a decent one here, but it's for the Enduring Legacy, one for the Fallen Hope, and that's pretty much it. Well, luck was bad, but you guys get the point. And just rinse and repeat farming these outposts if they have that type of terrain where you could be able to go around in circles with Valby. If not, then try to find a mission that has the barrier deactivation. And again, if this one doesn't have it as well, just do any mission that has a lot of enemies that spawn. If you guys would like to know what modules I was using for Valby, here's what I was using on screen if you guys would like to copy it. This one is mainly towards just spamming your cleanup ability just to go around in circles nonstop without worrying about waiting for your ability to come back up. If you found this video helpful and informative, it would make my day if you subscribe to the channel. I think I covered everything that relates to getting reactors and farming them and what they actually do, but if I did miss anything in this video, please feel free to help each other in the comments. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, evening, or afternoon. If you're struggling to find energy activators, click on the right side of the screen, or if you guys do not know how to get yourself a crystallization catalyst as well, click on the left side of the screen as well. Take care and peace.